basketball. This is the best team in basketball. They even have a better team than Los Angeles Lakers, said Don Nelson, 1969 coach of the Milwaukee Bucks. To me, the Milwaukee Bucks is a team that defines greatness, triumph, and knowing how to shine in dark times when things are tough. In the team's creation in 1969, the city of Milwaukee had a basketball team once again to call home. They opened their season against the Chicago Bulls in front of a packed 8,000 crowd in the Milwaukee Arena. But unfortunately ended in a loss to the Chicago Bulls. This loss resulted in the season ending in 27-55. But like all expansion franchises and the start of any team, the Bucks started in ashes. But from the ashes rose a phoenix. Phoenix that went by the name of Lou Alcindor. He was the top pick in the NBA draft in 1971 and was everything they wanted him to be. Rookie of the year, second in the NBA in scoring, and third in rebounds. He made an immediate impact as the Bucks went 56-26 during that span and went into the playoffs only to be knocked out by the 76ers. That was an immediate improvement over the previous year. And the next year, they were so close to the title that they could taste it, they could feel it, and they sought to outdo the tremendous season from before. After that, they've recorded a league high of 66-16, and they actually eventually won the championship. Following that year, their star player converted to Islam and changed his name to Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. His name change had no impact on his game as he continued to dominate the league. After more years of playoff appearances, time took a toll on his body as he was injured one year at the start of the season with a broken hand. That was the first year in the franchise that they missed the playoffs. And because of his injury, they see that he couldn't perform anymore, so they traded him to Los Angeles Lakers, a rival in the playoffs from previous years. After the big presence was gone from their field, they had the player that they didn't need anymore. And after that, the team became mediocre once again in a rebuilding stage that took almost a decade. And as a fan, that is heartbreaking to watch. From the early 2000s to the mid-2000s, they were the laughingstock of the National Basketball Association. And they went from a proud organization to a team that didn't have the players they needed. They didn't have the starters they needed. They didn't have the starters they wanted, and their bench was always injured. But now, in the new year, in the year 2013, it's time to fear the deer once again, as they will be in the playoffs for another. And their rise to prominence is there again. So, this is the best team in basketball. And when they are playing the Miami Heat, you can turn on your TVs, or better yet, personally buy a plane ticket. And when you get to that airport, take a cab to the BMO Bradley Harris Center and watch the Milwaukee Bucks rise to greatness once again.